economy is experiencing slow but steady growth, and Chinese geopolitical issues are shaping the fortunes of our island and our region. Those are themes outlined by economist Joe Bradley in a wide-ranging presentation at a recent Bank of Guam economic forum. Bradley says the slowdown in China is spreading globally, and Asia-Pacific countries, including Guam and Micronesia, are feeling some impact.
When economies start to turn south, the people say, hey, what's going on? How come our government can't sustain our economic activity? And the government says, it's not our fault, it's their fault. And then the people say, well, then why aren't we doing something about it?
To distract from its domestic issues, China's apparent response, says Bradley, is to flex some political muscle, which includes expansion into nearby territories.
We've got some new islands being formed in the South China Sea, sometimes in the economic zones of other nations. And they're saber rattling. These islands are not set up to drill for oil. They're set up for airstrips and ports and so forth. And that's destabilizing the region. It's also raising a lot of tension.
At the same time, Bradley says, the Chinese are also investing heavily in less developed areas.
And now they're trying to use the economic power that they have to exercise political influence. And we're going to see more and more of that.
Might the Republic of Palau be a case in point? Bradley says there is growing concern there over the alarming rate of Chinese investment.
That the Chinese have pre-booked all the hotel rooms. They're buying apartment buildings and converting them to hotel rooms. There are 4 charter flights a week coming in direct from China, and for you to get an exit visa from China, you have to have accommodations at your destination. So the airlines are booking all these hotel rooms, but it doesn't end there.
Bradley says local officials are now having to deal with the prospects of the Chinese taking over the tourism industry from native operators.
They're coming in with suitcases full of money and making offers that people can't refuse. There's growing alarm, particularly now that the Chinese are bringing in their own tour buses and their own tour boats. They're displacing the local industry, and that's a problem. Problem for Palau, it is, I'm afraid to say, likely to become a problem in Northern Mariana as well.
Meanwhile, Guam's tourism industry, says Bradley, is on the rise, but it is fueled by a growing number of Korean and Chinese visitors. Japan arrivals have leveled off, and while they continue to account for the largest number of tourists, their percentage of the market continues to drop.
Fiscal year 15 had the second highest number of arrivals ever, second only to 1997, which was a very strong year. Fiscal year, up 31,360 or 2.3% from the previous year to 1.372. South Korea is up 91,000 or 30.9% to 28% of our total market. China was up 62.2% last year to 1.7% of our total arrivals. That's a good growth market. Japan arrivals are down 5.6% from fiscal year 2014. They are down now to 56.8% of total arrivals. This is so much different from my experience in Guam up until the last few years. Japan was always running 80, 81, 82%.
As for the second of Guam's two-legged economy, Bradley points out what he sees as a potential snag in the much-awaited $8 billion military buildup. He says if Okinawan officials are successful in scuttling plans for a new Marine base there, the relocation to Guam could be in jeopardy.
The governor of Okinawa has revoked the construction permits for the new base in the northern part of that island. Now, undoubtedly to be overridden by the national government because they're the ones who made the agreement with the United States. But that was the sole plank in that governor's platform when he ran for election. Senator McCain, we all remember Senator McCain. He says that without that base, all bets are off for relocating the Marines. He's going to keep them where they are. I'll wait until we see some real congressional appropriations toward the Marines relocation. Without that, we're talking about a dream, just like we were 5 years ago.
For KOM's Business Matters, I'm Nestor Lecanto.